Good day, everyone. Hopefully you can see my screen and hear the voice. Welcome to our 9th session of BEXEL Manager of online education sessions. As usually, Mileta Pejovic is speaking. I'm a BIM manager at BEXEL Consulting, and I'll teach you how to use BEXEL Manager once again. If you have any questions, use Q&A or chat, and at the end I'll try to respond to your questions. And briefly, I'll explain or remind you that last week we explained advanced scheduling options and features to create and edit and optimize your construction schedules using BEXEL Manager, and how to track and report construction progress using our engine for progress reporting. Once again, I'll remind you that all these sessions will be recorded, and after the completions of next session tomorrow, all these webinars and recorded videos will be uploaded, so you can download them if you missed to attend someone online. Today, I'll continue with explaining workflows to create asset information model, or workflows how to enhance and enrich your SBIM BIM model in order to prepare it for facility maintenance processes, and how to use our FM module to create facility maintenance plans. Also, by creating these FM plans, you're able to estimate and track expenses in the period of after construction is completed. So this is the topic for today. For the start, let me just introduce you with our cloud-based common data environment, which is a platform or which is used as an environment for a BEXEL Manager facility maintenance module. So this slide actually shows you that all the data, all the information which you have and capturing in the BIM model using BEXEL Manager, including documents and information which are captured within that BIM model, you can store on our cloud-based platform, and all these information can be accessed by all stakeholders with the specific credentials. And when you're using facility maintenance module for BEXEL Manager, all participants in that process are actually creating their own accounts with specific credentials and privileges, and depending on that, each participant can access different parts of the information, and all these can be adjusted regarding requirements for specific projects. And as you see, all these information which are stored on our cloud platform can be also exported or integrated with the other BIM or non-BIM solutions, such as SAP or different management systems. One additional slide which actually shows you integration of the documents with our platform, and how these documents can be linked to facility maintenance plans, and how all these information are stored on the same cloud-based platform. And I also want to point out that the server which are used for storing that document management system and the project itself can be hosted on your computers, on your servers. So actually all information are safe and secured in your own computers. So you're safe that no one else is actually using or can access this information. So everything can be hosted on your computers. So briefly, BEXEL Manager can not just access and store BIM models and the geometry of your BIM models, but also informations that are already explained that you can use BEXEL Manager to read information provided within the BIM model, or you can create additional information and additional properties or metadata in order to enrich the quality and the level of information of your BIM model. All these information are stored, and all these information can be additionally upgraded with the documents. So when it comes to the completion of your project and using of the building itself, then usually the clients wants to make sure that all the documents related to executed building are stored in one place, so they can access all these documents and information from one place. So the clients don't want to waste any more time to access or search the information, or where these information are, or which are the latest information. So that's why we introduced the document management system and the ways how you can access and link any type of documents to the BIM model. And all these documents can be hosted locally or on document management system, which are hosted online or cloud-based, and all participants with credentials can access the same documents. So practically, BEXEL Manager becomes not just the BIM model management software itself, but also a document management system, or the database for the documents of as-built documentations. And also, when you create your facility maintenance ready BIM models, and they can be upgraded for the future use using facility maintenance module, and then you can create your facility maintenance plans and estimate the cost of your facility maintenance plans. And these are the topics for today's sessions. And also, this is just a brief introduction. So all these information, documents, and the information are actually creating your asset information model, which can be used for the future uses. And all these documents and information can be accessed from local or web-based environment. And also, what is important for BEXEL Manager is that we are using open file formats such as IFC files, and also Excel spreadsheets, which can be imported or exported as well. So you can use these file format as well. And also, I want to point out that usually when you're talking about BIM and facility maintenance plans, the COBIs are required documents, and this is something that is really important. I want to point out one main difference or actually regarding BEXEL Manager and all other facility maintenance software or solution which are not BIM based. So in order to use all information from the BIM model, usually the client requires COBI information or COBI sheets, COBI spreadsheets, which are construction operation building information exchange, and it's standardized data format for the publication of BIM assets, which are usually formatted as an Excel spreadsheets for machine readable or as machine readable format. So it means that the other solutions which are not BIM based can use these kind of documents and read all the information which someone populated, and they can access all the information from these Excel spreadsheets, and then they can use it for facility maintenance purposes. Unlike these, or unlike this workflow, BEXEL Manager can also read all these information stored within your BIM models, but because this is a BIM-based facility maintenance platform, we actually don't need COBI as an Excel spreadsheet itself, because all these information are stored within the BIM model. and you can access all these information using BEXEL Manager itself. And also you can use additional BIM model checks, whether we are developing these as an add-ins, or you as a company or the client can create your own specific add-ins for BIM model checkings using our open API, which we'll be explaining tomorrow. And by using these kind of add-ins, you can check if your BIM model, which you are actually opening and working with it, have all these information imported according to the specified requirements. And also, when you have all these information, when you make sure that all the information and all the documents are related to your BIM model, then you can create your facility maintenance plans and then provide the access to all servicing companies which supposed to be maintaining your project or the building, so they can create their own entries when the specific activity is completed. And for that, they can use BEXEL Manager itself, or they can use our web-based platform, which I explain today as well. And for the end, this is, let's say, combination or how you can access all these documents using any kind of mobile devices, because you can access that web-based platform, and accessing it, you can access to all these information, to the documents and facility maintenance plans. And this is really important for the facility maintenance process itself. So all these servicing companies can provide or access all this information from the site. So I'm going to start with a live demo. And for this live demo, I will presenting you again on the sample project which all of you have. So it comes with the installation of BEXEL Manager. You can open that sample project by using the option to open the project from the samples, or also using the option open sample project. And by doing that, you'll be able to open the same project that you're currently seeing on my screen. And this is really simple project, but the main reason why I'm presenting this sample project is because we already have prepared some of the facility maintenance plans. So I'll be able to show you how the system works actually online. And also I want to show you that you can use BEXEL Manager even without using facility maintenance module to populate the documents and link the documents which usually are required for facility maintenance processes, or just to populate the documents which are related to or which are the as-built documents. I also want to tell you that the facility maintenance module is a separate module, and it doesn't comes with the installation of your trial version of BEXEL Manager. So in order to use facility maintenance module, you have to actually purchase these module for real projects, or with a special, let's say, using specific, let's say, requests for big companies or important clients. We can give you the access to that facility maintenance module for the trial purposes. And also, if you're interested in pricing of facility maintenance modules or BEXEL Manager at all, you can access this pricing and pricing list using the BEXEL Manager site. So it's just a reminder. So in order to make your BIM model ready for the facility maintenance processes, or to make it ready for the client's needs or requirements of your clients regarding the information and the documents which the BIM model have to contain within itself, the main thing you have to know is, again, you can access the property informations window, which provides you the information about all these elements and the BIM model information which are stored for each BIM model element. So by clicking each element from your project, you can access the information of that specific element. And of course, if you input the information which are related to specific requirements regarding facility maintenance, all these information can be accessed and stored right here. And they can be accessed or stored within specific groups of the properties. Additionally, BEXEL Manager can be used, and this is just a reminder because we spoke about these properties and the tools on the first sessions of BEXEL Manager. So it's just a brief reminder, so you can not just read and access the information which are coming from the authoring tool, but also you can use the property window to create new additional properties. So you can use this option to create new additional properties which are, for example, required by the client and which doesn't exist in your existing BIM model. So this is the way how you can enrich the quality of the information which your BIM model contains. And additional level of enriching or making your BIM model even more, let's say, ready and quality with additional level of quality is by linking the documents to it. So BEXEL Manager allows you not just to add specific properties, it also allows you to add specific documents and attach the documents not just to the project, but also to your BIM model elements. So these are the ways how you can do it. Using the option documents, and this is something that all of you can use, even without using facility maintenance module, which I'm currently having here, and I still didn't access that facility maintenance part yet because you need to be logged in. So I'm currently just presenting the common features of BEXEL Manager, which can be used to enrich your BIM model. So by using the Documents tab in this window, you can access and link the documents or embed the documents to your existing BIM project. And how this works. Actually, if you see this first line of the window, you see the document registry, which is actually the database of all the documents which are related to the project. And if I click on document registry, you see that we can see all the documents which are embedded or locally attached to your BIM model, or we can additionally go and check all the documents which are stored on our online cloud platform. And actually when you purchase a facility maintenance module, once you establish your server for your hosting of BEXEL Manager Facility Maintenance module and the documents, automatically you are actually creating your document management system or the platform in which you can store all the documents which can be used for the project itself or for facility maintenance purposes. And if you select DMS, it means that I'm currently accessing that document management system, which is hosted online, and I can access all the documents which are already stored in the system. And just by double-clicking these, I can open the document itself. So just by double-clicking, I'm opening the documents. So practically, this is one place which actually stores all your documents of the project, and this is a database of all the documents. And these documents doesn't have to be PDF files in this case. These can be any kind of the documents. So BEXEL Manager is able to store any type of documents, whether these are PDF, drawings, images, Excel spreadsheets, document data, or even the BIM models itself. So any type of the documents can be stored, and you can use this as a centralized space where you can access these documents. If I select my local base, or actually if I choose local, it means all the documents which I link or embed to this project are stored automatically on my local computer, or if I embed these documents, they'll be saved along with the project. And then you can share all these documents with the project, with your with other participants on the project. So there's two ways how you can save and access these documents: locally and on a cloud-based platform. And both ways are working actually in a similar way. So this is the way how you can import and link your documents to your BIM model. So if you want to link, or actually for the first time, I'm gonna just import the documents from my local computer. So currently, I'm just gonna select some of the folders from which I want to link the documents. So let me just find the folder itself. And these are, for example, some documents which I want to input in my project. So if I hit OK, all the documents which are stored on my folder architecture are actually automatically stored with the document with our project of using the BEXEL Manager. So now I can access all these documents just by clicking them from the BEXEL Manager itself. And if you have the software which is used to open PDF files, or in this case, DWG files, the system will automatically use that application to open the document itself. And in this right part of this window, you see that all the documents are now embedded with the project, and also number of the elements which are related or linked to this specific document is 0. So it means that we just input the documents in our project, so we can access these documents anytime, but we still didn't make the link between the documents and the BIM model itself if it's needed. So now I'm just gonna show you that the system opened these DWG files. So these are the images, or actually drawings, which are opened in the AutoCAD. And now I'm going to show you where these documents are stored when they're embedded in your project. So if I go to my projects and open my currently open project, which is this one, opened. I can open containing folder, and the system shows us where this project is actually stored on our local computer. And we see automatically created folder documents, which stores all these documents which we currently embedded. And when you share this document, or when you share this project with all other stakeholders on the project, they will automatically receive all these documents which are embedded. And this is the way when you're using your local-based document registry. And of course, the next step is once we embedded or actually loaded some documents in the project, so we can always access these documents. And for example, these are as-built documents for the architecture. I can easily actually reorganize the structure as well. And we can rename this folder, for example, architecture. So the way how we can link the document and specific BIM model elements is by selecting specific elements in the BIM model. And in this case, because we imported all the documents for, let's say, plans of the building, I'm just gonna select, for example, my entire entry level of the building. And for all these elements which are related for the first level or for the first story of the building, I'm gonna link the documents which are related, or the drawings which are presenting the entry level of that project. So I'm gonna go to the document registry, select my floor plan 001, because this is a first story. And I'm gonna link these to the selected elements. So by doing that, or by selecting the elements, I'm gonna use the option from document registry and select these two files which I want to link to these selected elements, and hit OK. So now you see, when I select any of the BIM model elements, automatically in the window documents, I'm seeing the documents which are related to selected elements. If I turn on all the elements of the building and select some other element on the some other story of the building, you see no documents are related to that BIM model elements. So this is the way how you can link the documents to your BIM model elements. And this is really important when it comes to linking specific details or warranties or specific manuals for facility maintenance plans or specification for specific assets. And this is sometimes, it's not really important for the architectural or the structural documents. It is for, let's say, some manuals and specifications, but for MEP elements, it's really important to link some asset documents which are related to not just warranties or the manuals, but also for the specification or the manuals how to use and repair specific assets of your BIM model. So this is why it's really important to link your BIM model elements to specific documents. And this is the way how you actually doing that. So again, we have an additional way by selecting the elements itself and then using the option New from File Document. So it means the other option is if we are not using some already loaded documents to link it with the BIM model elements, but we just want to link some new, totally new documents to these selected elements. The way how we're doing that is by selecting the option New Document, and then we can choose whether we want to link these selected elements with the documents from our local computer or from a web-based document. It means that you can actually provide specific web-based address, and then you can always access that web-based page by selecting and choosing these elements. So this is the way how you can link your B-model elements to some web-based address. Otherwise, we can choose the file documents the similar way as we previously did, and I can choose the option embed. It means that automatically the documents which I'm currently adding will be linked to my B-model elements. So now I'm going to go again to the same folder where these old documents are stored. And I can link, for example, in this case, some specific documents which are related to these elements. And once I hit OK, now you see that automatically these documents are related to these elements. So if I select something else, no documents presented, but if I select this element, you see that all these documents are related to that B model. And if I double click on it, the system will automatically open this. And we can see the information or the documents itself. Again, the next way how we can do the same thing is if we choose to link these elements from the cloud-based platform, we can choose DMS, so it means document management system, and online storage environment, or actually online storage, and we can link, for example, these elements of the Windows to the document registry from the cloud-based documents or cloud-based hosted documents. And I can select some window information or the documents which are related to the Windows. So now I'm going to select from document registry DMS and select my window cleaning. OK. So you see 53 elements are automatically related to that. And if I just select one of the windows, you see the document is presenting. It means that it's linked. So this is the way how you linking the documents to your B-model elements and how you can add the documents itself to the project. And then you can additionally and manually link these documents from the registry to your B-model elements itself. So hopefully this is clear and you can understand how you can link the documents and how you can access the documents from the BEXEL Manager itself. Let me check the questions for that. Is there an automatic linking possibility based on the tag number? Currently, this is a manual process, but we are planning to improve this linking process as well in order to make it more, let's say, more efficient and less time consuming. So we have that in plan. And does the document link preserved in the IFC export file? Currently, all the information are stored and the link is preserved, but the document itself is not saved within the IFC file. So you have to open IFC file and then you can check the links itself. IFC file doesn't contain the documents itself. So if this is clear, let me just continue with the next step. So usually when you complete your project, the next step is to check if these information or if all required or requested information by the client are existing. If not, you can populate and create new properties. Then the next step is to populate and link the documents which are required, and usually these are as-built documents and the drawings for the as-built project. And then the next step is when you have that kind of project ready, then you can create your facility maintenance plans. And then you can link your project and your BIM model elements to the facility maintenance plans. And then we coming to the facility maintenance module, which is used for creating of facility maintenance plans and creating cost estimation of these facility maintenance processes. So in order to use it, I already explained, you have to have that facility maintenance module. And then by using that and by purchasing that module, you're having your credentials to log in. So now I'm gonna log in to my facility maintenance module using my credentials. So let me just type it in. And depending on the internet speed, it takes some time while the system connects to that online platform or the cloud-based platform, so we can access and see all existing facility maintenance plans. So currently the system reads all the facility maintenance plans which are existing, and these are already created for the presentation purposes. I'm going to create some new as well, so you'll be able to see how that process works as well. But what is important to understand? The first thing is this window here actually lists all the facility maintenance plans which are created for that project. It lists when these specific plans supposed to be executed, the start date and end date, and it lists the interval or the frequency, how often specific activity supposed to be executed. And again, or in the next columns, you see the total, actual, and remaining cost. Total cost is actually planned cost. So once you create your facility maintenance plans, you are planning specific expenses for that cost depending on the contract that you are actually assigning with the servicing company. Once you execute, or once the servicing company actually provide some activity or execute specific activity, then the actual cost is calculated based on the entry from the site, and the system automatically calculates the remaining cost. And also the next column are actually used to show you how many elements from the BIM model is related to specific facility maintenance plans, and which our company is responsible to specific facility maintenance plan activity. So similarly, as you can link your documents to your BIM model elements, you can also link your BIM model elements to specific plans, and also you can link the documents to the plans. So it doesn't have to be necessarily related. So you can here, using the documents management system and linking the documents, you can link all the as-built documents with your BIM project, but then for facility maintenance plans, you can only link specific documents which are related to the plans. And these are usually a warranty, specification, and manuals. So you don't have to necessarily link the drawings or details or the plans sections or elevations of the project to your facility maintenance plans. So these two systems are independent. So you can choose which documents you want to link with which elements or with which plan. And how this actually window here works. So these listed plans are presented from the current date. So currently it's 12th of May, and we can change the current date to the current date, which is Tuesday, May 12th. And the system automatically shows us all the activities or all the plans which are supposed to be executed from 1 month before current date and ahead, or looking ahead or in the future up to six months after current date. And by using this window or this line of the window, we can filter the activities which we want to see in this lower part of the screen. So if I change this to present all the activities which are supposed to be executed from 2 years before current date, and the activities which are supposed to be executed in the next 10 years, you can check how the total cost and actual cost columns are automatically changing, because we are changing the filter which are presenting these activities. So you see that the total cost is automatically changed, and the actual cost is still 0 because we still didn't make the entry. So none of these planned activities are already executed. So here we see listed plans, and by expanding each of these plans, we can see when each of these activities is supposed to be executed. So these are activities of the plan, and each activity is supposed to be executed every year. So we specify that every time, actually every 6th of month, or actually 27th of June, we have to wash the windows every year of every second month of that year. So these are the lists of the plans, and automatically, when we created the plans, these plans are related to the specific BIM model elements. So by selecting the plan and right-clicking on it, I can select the elements. So now I can see which elements are related to that plan. And then I can check the properties of these elements, and also we can check the documents which are linked. And again, we can check the documents which are related to that facility maintenance plans by right-clicking on that and using the option Edit. So here we can access all the information regarding that facility maintenance plan. So we can see how often that facility maintenance plan is supposed to be executed, what is that price of each occurrence of that facility maintenance activity. We can check the notes if we added some. We can check the documents which are related to that facility maintenance plans. So now you can see that the windows which I'm currently selecting are related to the drawings, and also these are related to facility maintenance plans. So we have two different types of documents which are related. These one are related to the elements, and these documents are related to facility maintenance plan. And again, we can create viewpoints or some kind of images which can be used to show all participants where these elements are, where these elements which are related to facility maintenance plans are in our BIM model. And this can be really useful when it comes to specific assets which are supposed to be repaired or maintained during the process of maintenance. And also what is important to say, once you select your BIM, this actually works vice versa. So once I'm selecting the BIM model elements in my 3D view, I can use option filter by element selection, and then the system will only present facility maintenance plans which are related to that selected element. So now I can see that this plan is related to selected element, and we can see the details of that plan as well, just by right-clicking on it and selecting the edit. And again, we can choose and check which are the documents are related to that facility maintenance plan. So how you can create your own facility maintenance plans? Well, it's really simple. So let's find some specific assets. In this case, we can find the doors. So these are the doors of the project, and I can select the doors from the project and create facility maintenance plans which are related to, let's say, checking or replacing the doors. So how the system works: if you want to automatically link your BIM model elements with a specific plan, then the first thing is to select your BIM model elements and then choose the option New from the facility maintenance window and choose the new linked. It means that we're going to create new linked plan for the selected elements. And by doing that, I'm going to create new linked plan. And again, the system shows the window where we are specifying the information regarding that facility maintenance plan. The first thing is to create the code. So I'm not really familiar with all these codes, but let me just, these are codes regarding the Eros means facility maintenance database. So now I'm gonna just specify specific code which are not usually related to that codification. This is something that comes from my head. So I'm gonna provide some code. And these are facility maintenance for, let's say, door replacement. So the next thing which we supposed to specify is is to who is this specific planned activity is assigned to. So usually you can specify the company for that. And then we can specify the calendar, which in this case is automatic. It means that it contains, or actually it's 5 working days a week. And then using the settings options, you can change these options as well. So using the settings within the facility maintenance window, you can specify what is the calendar for your facility maintenance plans. The next thing is which we're supposed to specify is the price of this activity. So every time when we change the doors of the project, we have to specify the price for each occurrence of that activity. In this case, because we have, let's say, 31 elements of these doors, let's say that the price is, for example, $5,000. And the next thing is we specifying how often or when this activity is supposed to start. So if this is something that's supposed to start next week, we can specify that this activity starts next week. And then when's the finish date? If you have the finish date, or if you have specific contract with that company you're contracting, you can specify that this activity is supposed to be finished after, let's say, 5 occurrences with that company. Or you can specify on and on specific date, or you can make it none. It means that this activity is gonna be repeated without end, or actually infinitely. So in this case, I'm gonna end this after 5 occurrences, and I'm gonna specify that this activity is supposed to be executed yearly every, let's say, 8 years. So every 8 years, we're gonna change the doors on this specific project. The next thing which we want to specify, or if you want to specify, are the notes. And then the next thing is the documents. So here you can specify the documents which supposed to be related to that facility maintenance plan. And I can specify some door images, and if I have some operational manuals or specification for each door, I can specify that documents to my facility maintenance plans. And then these documents are related to that facility maintenance plans. And additionally, we can create the viewpoint of currently visible elements. So the next time anyone who accesses this can see where these doors are on my BIM model. And once we specified all the information for that facility maintenance plans, we can hit save and close. And we created the activity which is called door replacement. And then within next 10 years, it's gonna be executed 2 times. Next week, and then in 8 years. If I switch this into 20 years, then it's gonna be executed 3 times. And then the next thing, when you create your facility maintenance plans, you specify the price, you edit or attach the documents, then your servicing company can access this information using the web-based platform, and then they can create the entries, and automatically by doing that, you'll be able to see the information about the actual cost. So how this works. Now I'm gonna refresh this in order to upload the information to our web-based platform, and I'm gonna switch from BEXEL Manager. I'm gonna open any window or actually any internet browser. In this case, this is a Chrome, and I'm gonna open the web-based platform. So this is our web-based platform for accessing facility maintenance plans. And of course, once you create your project, facility maintenance project, you're gonna get your own address to access these projects. In this case, I'm gonna use my credentials to access the same project, which is related to that facility maintenance project opened in the BEXEL Manager. And once I'm logged in, you'll be able to see how this web-based platform looks like and how it's related to facility maintenance plans specified here. So the first thing we see is the list of the activities. The window shows us the activities which are supposed to be executed within the next 10 years. So this web-based platform doesn't have that, let's say, filter to filter the activities based on the date. It automatically shows you the activities within next 10 years. These are the plans. These are selected or created plans. And once I select any of these plans, on the right part of the screen, you see the occurrences of these plans. And the price, of course, for each occurrence. The next window or the next tab is the the tab which shows us the documents which are related to this project. So if I go to the documents, you'll be able to see all the documents which are related to the project, and also the documents which are related to facility maintenance plans. So this is a document management system, or actually the database of all your documents which are stored using facility maintenance module. And of course, this system shows you not just the latest drawings or the documents, but also the history. So you can access all the previous version of that specific documents. So currently you see that this document doesn't have any previous versions, but if it did have some previous versions, you'll be able to see all these previous versions right here. So it stores not just the latest documents, but also the history. And automatically, by clicking on these documents, you'll be able to download and open these documents using the web-based platform. Let me just go back again. So all the documents, all the images, all the plans are stored right here. And also I'm going to go back to my facility maintenance plans. For each plan you create, you can specify the notification. So it means that if I go to the edit plan, let me just show you that everything is the similar. So once you open to edit plan, you see the same window presenting you the information about specified plan, the documents which are related to that facility maintenance plan, the viewpoints, and the notifications. So here you can specify the notifications. So every time prior the execution of that facility maintenance plans, the servicing company will receive the SMS or email in order to be updated that they supposed to be executing specific facility maintenance plan or the service for specific facility maintenance plan on each day. And you can specify how or how many days prior that planned date you're gonna get the notification. So you can create your notification, and of course, once you open your web-based facility maintenance plans, if you are a servicing company, you can go to the door replacement activity, which we specified to be executed within next week. We can check that activity and we can mark it as completed and verified. So it means that the system automatically changed the status and changed the cost, or actually it calculates that the actual cost of executed works is 5,000 euros. And if I go to my entry, if I open my entry, I can change the actual price. So even though you're planned that this activity is supposed to be 5,000 euros or dollars, whatever, the servicing company can provide the actual price of executed works. So the actual price is automatically recalculated. And if I refresh this, so servicing company using the mobile device can access this web-based platform, and they can go on site, they can repair all the doors or repair or do whatever they have to do with specific asset on the building. They can make the entries. Let's make some more entries to some other activities. So once the servicing company do that, And once we refresh this online platform, automatically the calculated price or the actual cost is recalculated. We see the actual price of executed work so far. We see remaining cost for next 10 years. And automatically, if I go back to my BEXEL Manager and click refresh, you'll be able to see how the actual cost and the remaining cost on the BEXEL Manager platform are automatically recalculated as well. You see it's recalculated, and we can check the entries and we can see the price. So it's synchronized with the web-based platform. And of course, if it's necessary, we can create specific reports in order to make all participants of that process informed, and we can generate reports. These reports can be created or actually are generated automatically, but based on specific templates. And these templates for reports are created, and they can be adjusted for each project, for each client, and they can be changed to present the information which are relevant for your processes. In this case, we are just presenting the executed works, or actually all the entries which are made in a previous period are presented as a form of report. We see the code, the plan name, and also we can see when that activity is executed and what is the price. So these documents or report can be adjusted, changed, and you can save your own templates. So you can create multiple templates for multiple types of the project or multiple activities, and then you can generate these kinds of PDF files or Excel spreadsheets. So this is basically the brief explanation how this facility maintenance module works and how you can create your asset-ready BIM model, which is enriched with your documents, and how you can use all these information to link the documents to facility maintenance plans, and how you can calculate or estimate the price of your facility maintenance works. Hopefully this was clear. Let me just check your questions if you have some questions. Can I group elements in QTO according to the value of specific parameters, let's say area? So these are some questions regarding the quantity takeoffs, which we explained, I think, 2 or 3 weeks ago. I think that my colleagues are also answered to this, so I'm not gonna repeat the answers to the questions which are not related to today's topics. Can BEXEL be connected to other EDMS like Alfresco and so on? It's as explained, it's an extendable platform, so we can support connecting with some other platforms, and depending on the client, it can be adjusted. When we upload the documents to the document management system, is it possible to outsider to access these documents? Yes, by using the online web platform, and they are available to access document management system if they have the specific credentials to that. Is there an automatic linking possibility? I've already answered to that. Currently, we do not have that, but we are planning to extend that to that features as well. Is it possible to upload the PPM's checklist for each components and systems? Yes, all the documents can be linked and uploaded to the BEXEL Manager platform itself, and also they can be uploaded to document management plans as well. Do the total and the remaining cost consider any inflation rate? No, currently it's not related to to any, let's say, automatically or online web-based platform which calculates inflation rate, but you can change the price occasionally. So every, let's say, 5 years, you can change the price of your planned activity. And by changing that, by changing the planned activity price, you are not changing the already executed price. So you're just changing the price for the upcoming plans. So if I change this to 6,000, save and close, you see the total cost will be changed, but the actual cost of executed works is not changed. Can you register in BEXEL non-planned operation? Yes, you can create your custom maintenance entries, which can be tracked regardless of the plan. If you do not have any more questions, hopefully it was clear. Thank you for your attending to today's sessions, and see you tomorrow on the last online sessions, which will be used, or which topic will be APIs and using open API of BEXEL Manager to create your own, let's say, scripts or add-ins to use using BEXEL Manager. And also I'm going to briefly explain how we can export the information to Power BI, and intro to our common data environment, which is a new feature of upcoming release of BEXEL Manager. Thank you very much. See you tomorrow.